Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Surviving Mars, which I've now named this series Meteor Mayhem. Although maybe I could have called it Many Meteors, or I don't know, something like that. We are playing as Europe over here. We have, in fact, many meteor strikes that happen. We haven't been hit too badly for a little while now, which is good. We just finished general training, which I believe is the thing that makes our non-specialized people better. That is the one thing, I think I've mentioned it already, but it would be nice if when you clicked on a tech that completed, you'd actually get a reminder of what that tech was. We have a building not working here. This is a fuel refinery, which is full. Right, and not operating at night either. We can probably turn that back on, to be honest. We have a ton of fuel overall that's not really being consumed. More of it will get consumed as we get more polymers going. Wow, that's a lot of anomalies found over there. Speaking of, well, you are currently on your way out somewhere. I was going to say, you're moving very slowly, but I realize I'm on normal speed over here. So, what we could do, we don't have a Polymer Factory here, do we? The thing is, what are we looking at for a colonist? Only 4 unemployed. Polymer Factory will go outside and use a fair number of people, although not that many. We also have an extra empty spot over here in our dome. Not sure what we're going to necessarily do with that. Of course, we are currently working on our new area over here. We got a new fuel refinery here. I do like having the local fuel refineries. It's really good. If the stockpiles just fill up, I don't know for sure. I haven't done the actual double checking, but I'm hoping that while it's full, it doesn't consume power because it's just sitting there basically running idle. So a little bit of local fuel production is going to be really nice. And yeah, I think we'll probably get another polymer thing over here. Polymer production's not bad at 7 per soul. Electronics a little bit behind at 5, and the maintenance is almost as high. So I think what we'd probably prefer is another one of those, and we are going to have some rich or rare metal mine over here. Doing some exports as well. Exploration is going really fast. Let's go and finish, you know, these little hills. I mean, they're kind of dead zones, but I'm kind of curious about it. I still want to kind of check that area out too. So you are taking, oh, breakthrough. Vocation-oriented society. Colonists gain 10 bonus work performance when all their stats are in the green. I mean, that sounds very good. Frankly, though, I think most people can learn a lot more than they think they can. Oh, that Elon Musk. Well, I mean, breakthroughs are good for us. I don't know if we'll prioritize it necessarily, but it sounds pretty spiffy. And, yeah, I'll just pop those. It's going to be okay. We'll finish maybe that area. So, yeah, you're still sitting at full, and that's okay. You are waiting for what kind of material over here? Concrete, metals, and polymers. Now, we have all those, mostly waiting for delivery. So, presumably, what's happening is our shuttle hubs are being, yeah, pretty heavily worked. I don't think I'm going to build 3 extras over here. And I suspect very strongly we are going to end up with another shuttle hub over here, just for efficiency of movement, a little closer proximity to things. Getting the shuttles upgraded so that they move faster and carry more cargo will also help a lot with moving goods around.
Sector scan.
But yeah, I think that's going to be okay. I think as much as possible, if we can squeeze it in, getting local goods production so we have to rely less on shuttles is nice. And then in addition to that, just like having shuttles, you know, closer to everywhere is going to be good. But I mean, the shuttles do use fuel, so you know, there's some material cost using that, but it's not a big deal. So I have a ton of money, and we're not really needing to deliver anything from Earth right now. I'm strongly considering doing an outsource. I don't know if I want to commit to spending all $2 billion or 2,000 Mars bucks over here, because that seems like it might, what if we run into a problem? But I will go ahead and outsource the lower level a couple of times. So we'll keep a little bit of money in the bank in case we need an emergency transfer from Earth. And we'll leave it there. Got a great suggestion from someone on Twitter about running a campaign where we just get the initial passenger load of 12 people and then never send passengers again. And that would be a really fun game and almost certainly something that we are going to do at some point. I know this doesn't really reveal anything, but it's just annoying me that's there. Alien imprints? Okay, first, hang on. I want to go and make sure that my little rover is coming back here to get charged up. What is this? Uncovers new anomalies, alien artifacts, which provide a boost to all research when scanned. Oh my. We want the deep metals extraction, but, and, you know, obviously this Martian Institute of Science is going to help us tech up. But I think I'm just going to go and control-click this. I'm going to put this at the top of the queue. My. If nothing else, it'll keep our exploration rover busy. And I like that, because it'll be entertaining. You're actually waiting for maintenance. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for plastics or polymers. I mean, which presumably will get deposited. It's just that, you know, all of our guys are pretty busy, I think. Well, there's a lot of idles listed here, but I think some of that idleness is when they're actually parked and refueling. I think they're not truly idle. I'm not sure. As expected, a lot of that is empty. Vehicle low is almost certainly just this guy over here. 2 buildings not working. Yeah, I mean, luckily it's just battery. It's not a priority. And that thing not working is also fine. We got tons of concrete in storage, tons of food in storage. Now, whether or not our food is going up or down, we'll have to sort of monitor this. And we've got a lot of, our daily production is nothing because we don't have fungus farms. So all of our food production is kind of bursty here. And of course, every time we deliver passengers from Earth, we get more.
Flies. The day of the final mission evaluation is drawing near.
Hey!
It's probably a good time to look at the colony statistics and address any goals and issues that we haven't so far.
No, man, I'm fine. 10 souls to get 40 technologies. I've already got 41. Excellent. We are scientific powerhouse over here. All right, you are now chilled. So, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get you to come up here on top of the ridge. Boop. And then you're going to come over here and see what that reveals for us. New technologies in the list. I mean, at this point, I'm not as worried about revealing new technologies. Breakthroughs, yes, and certainly raw science. And yeah, over here, I'm definitely going to be constructing downwards. Let's go.
They claimed our last living founder.
Oh, our last living founder.
The end of an era for us all.
Again, in a sense, it's Sol 90. It's day 90, but again, based on aging and things like that, I would say that like every soul is about a year on Mars. I don't remember what day we got our first people on there, but that guy's probably something like, 80 or 90 years old. Rest in peace, my friend. Louis Alexander, last founder. So yeah, actually, I'm gonna DQ that. Let me actually clear more of these.
Dust storm approaching.
And I just want to.
Sector scanned.
There you go. Just reveal a little bit more so that we can run our tunnel over there. Dust storm approaching. Okay, we can mostly deal with that. It shuts down a few things, including our shuttles, which is very, very important to be aware of. Our Moxies turn off, but we've got lots of stuff in storage. Our water over here, we can store up to 700 oxygen. Seems like a fairly big amount. I think we're going to be okay. With our new dome, we do have an oxygen and water tower over here. I mean, the dome's still got a long way to go before it finishes. There's our polymer. Did we ever get a delivery up here for our batteries? Well, yes, we did. So it happens. It's just, maybe not as quick as we might always like. I'm running about another shuttle hub down here sooner rather than later. Actually, the shuttle hub, I believe, uses polymers to build. Yeah, 15. We don't have that many. So we still have the empty building here. Now, we can get more population out of this if I replace the living quarters with apartments. So, with that in mind, I will, in fact, build a polymer factory over here. I guess we have, like, the free cable tech. So, let me do something kind of like that. I know we're overlapping some of the concrete manufacturing, but I think that's going to be okay. You probably have to be piped as well, don't you? Polymer factory. So, pipe you... There, like that. So some people work there, and I think that's going to be okay. I think I might just end up putting a nursery in here or something. We don't have very many. Okay, let me go and blow this up as well. The apartment... Actually, hold on. Do the apartments need polymers as well? Well, let's just commit to it. Go, go. We might make it a really high priority build. Domes... Apartments... Yeah, they need 10 polymers to build. Now, they don't need any polymers for maintenance. Okay, we'll make that the high priority. Just for our living. Well, I don't know. Hopefully I haven't overdone it. And the nursery just needs concrete to build. So that's good. We'll put it at a lower priority. Although, materially, it's pretty easy to do. So we'll replace the living place because... we don't have any homeless people. Which I'm a little surprised about. Maybe they moved out. New anomalies over here. Okay, so that's that area revealed. Now, our underground tunnels... Do they need polymer? No. Metal and machine parts. And we're totally good on that. Excellent. So... I could probably start building from the bottom. And I'm going to do that because I kind of want to have an idea where I'm going to place this first. There's no resources here at all, so they can be placed anywhere up there. I mean, ideally, we'd probably like to place it near some other resources we might choose to exploit. Maybe actually even over here. Tunnel. So let's say we did something like this, and then that's too far, but we can reach there near the extra metal mine. I think that's going to be fine. Now, because my actual cables and power connections are free, I'm tempted to just run it out there. I'm still a little concerned about the idea that like a meteor could go and take this out, and then, you know, maintenance might still be a thing. And certainly we have to build it in the first place. But, I don't know, it might be okay to do something like this. I guess we don't actually have to have a drone thing to build it out there in the first place. It is insane to me that it is totally 100% free, like this. There you go. So what we need is we need our RC rover to come up here, and we need a, say, a universal depot right up there. Boom, to get that built. Sector scan, okay. Boom, boom. Oh, it looks like this got done. Yes, it did. We are currently experiencing a power shortage, despite not being in a dust storm. Now, it is night, and we've still got things in the batteries. So we actually might be perfectly fine. Still, makes me a little concerned. The wind turbines... Okay, you don't need polymers. Excellent. So let's go with something. I'll leave a little gap there so we can build a little closer. We're going to go and get a little bit of this done up this way. And that. I mean, that's going to be lots of power, but of course, we're going to be adding buildings over here relatively soon. That's going to include another electronics workshop. Indeed it will, because that's one of the things where our production's still not that great. We've got plenty in storage, luckily. But there we go. Polymer production is going up. Oh, we did collect some from surface deposits as well. But this is made over here. We've got some people here. If we take a look at the dome, there's actually tons of vacant residential spots. Excellent. You know, population will balance out at some point. Got one homeless, but that's just because they're in the wrong dome. They'll probably get shuffled over from one dome to another relatively soon. So I'm fairly okay with that. All right, over here, what I think I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I am certainly... You know what? Let's use fountains this time in the middle. I do like the trees, but I want to mix it up. I want to use some fountains over there. In terms of spire, we could get started with the cloning vats.
Sitting at your desk, a strange light appears in the corner of your vision.
What?
It pulsates and intensifies.
This must be our mystery.
Bathing the room in a warm glow. It feels... Actually, it feels just about right.
It is so unexpectedly pleasant that any fears of food or drug poisoning are quickly doused and forgotten. And then you hear the voices. People laughing, yelling, crying, speaking. The language is incomprehensible, but you sense the presence of friendly and strangely familiar entities. The shimmering lights start forming patterns and sparks flash briefly, revealing scenes from another place. You struggle to concentrate and maintain control, and the mirage dissolves. You're left alone and confused in the command room. What just happened? There's our mystery log. You have witnessed bizarre hallucinations with no logical explanation. Okay. So anyways, thinking about putting down some cloning vats. Although, perhaps not quite yet. And so for housing, I was thinking of getting apartments. But again, it's got the polymer hit. I suppose we could just live without this for a little while. I mean, we don't have the population, really, to work this, right? We still have plenty of vacant slots. Making, like, if we can get baby making going, it would be nice. And I suppose that is the cloning vat. It's fairly materially expensive, but we're getting polymers again. Needs a lot of workers, 18 in total. I think we commit to the cloning vats. Bam. And we're going to need some places for some of these people to live. Again, the polymers get hit a little bit by these apartments. I'm just going to build 2 of these other residences. They're higher comfort, which is good. It'll be enough to sort of work this dome. We'll also include, I always like to have a farm. I'm going to build a farm here. That's going to be all right. We'll get a grocer. I've never needed to build a security building yet. I just wonder what the deal is. Art workshop and electronics store are good ways to satisfy several needs as well, but they do take material. And if I can satisfy people without having to go that route, that's pretty good. I will build trees over here, a little garden, so it tucks in nicely there. We've got an idle extractor, done and done. Let's go and clean you up here. I'll actually just remove you completely. Boom, because we still have All right, we've eaten through a fair amount of concrete, but we still have a good amount left. Still, maybe what I'll do is I will continue. I will build a new concrete extractor over here. There we go. Even got the cable and everything. So you're over here. You're waiting for some resources to be deposited. Actually, quite a bit has been deposited already, which is nice. Where's my explorer? You're down there. I'm going to get you to swing up here, recharge, and then I'll get you to collect this stuff. Excellent. We do have the dust storm going on. Power is like more than fine right now. Jeez. I mean, we're really heavily dependent on wind turbines, and our wind turbines get extra power during this. We've got the oxygen shortage going on right now, but we've got plenty in storage. Clearly, we're going to be fine. We last many, 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 many days. It would need to be a really epic dust storm to really shut us down. Oh, that's just resources, or lack of resources. Let me go and finish that corner. Then it's done. You're still charging up. Okay. 0 people living in the dome over here. But yeah, if we can get the cloning, that would be kind of nice. 5 anomalies! Wait, what is this? Detected alien artifacts. Oh! Right, so I finished the alien imprints. Observation suggests intelligent life visited Mars long ago, and these remnants of these visits could still be here. The artifacts could help us improve and expand our knowledge in the universe. I wonder if I got that event... No, because we just researched it now. That's why we discovered so many artifacts. Okay. Roger. You, come over here. We're going to do those other artifacts soon. There's one over here, which is good. But we'll go ahead and do it bit by bit, because we're here, so why not? Do it in order. So yeah, don't feel the need to send another rocket for parts. We're going to maybe try to make do without people for now. I mean, the thing is, I've got a good amount of rare metals. I probably should just ship some more people. They will be Earthborn, which isn't as good as Martianborn. But the thing I'm thinking is I'm just going to send another rocket so that I can ship rare metals back and just fund more outsourced research. And I mean, I could send some goods, but that would just cost me money, and I don't really need the goods. So I kind of just want to send another truckload of people to Mars. And I think that's probably a good thing to do. So I'm going to do that. Passenger rocket. Lots of matching people. Good. In fact, there's so many. I wonder if we can be more aggressive about the flaw filtering. We can. There we go. So we can get a bunch of flawless people over. I think that's worthwhile doing. Maybe what we'll do is we'll check every now and again to see how we're doing on people with no flaws and just send them. But otherwise, stick maybe more to Martian stuff. Mostly I'm doing this. And the thing is, you could send yourself an empty rocket. In fact, there's even a button on a rocket that you can click that automates the rocket going back and forth. It comes from Earth empty, but it'll land here, it'll refuel, and then take off again. And the idea is to fill it with rare metals all the time.
Anomaly analyzed.
So we don't have any people over here right now. Oh, I'm going to switch this over. We're going to do the soybean, potato kind of cycle. Still don't have any more goods over there. New techs.
More to the barren environs.
Home collective. Meteor defense system. Hokidoki. First of all, what's the home collective? There's the meteor defense system. Destroys falling meteors in its range. Yeah, we're going to need that. Maybe I'll queue it up now. Home collective over here. Residential building upgrade. Home collective. Increases the service comfort of the building by 10. Interesting. Of the building. This upgrades... Oh, upgrades the residential building. So the residential building are these buildings over here. No, this is living quarters. Is it an upgrade to all residential buildings? That would be pretty cool if it was. I don't know. Tell you what, though, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm traveling this week, and I need to make sure that we don't sort of run out of content and have a disappointing day with no videos, if I can avoid it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. I'm going to let the game run for just a scooch here, for the rocket to show up, for a little bit more science to produce, because we don't really have anything going on right this second. So probably let the game run for 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be back. If anything important happens, don't worry. I'll catch it in the next video. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.